Your hair looks nice.
Thank you for coming. Before I began this presentation, I got on the computer earlier this evening to see what the forecast for temperature was outside. And it's supposed to get down to 34 degrees. That's very cold. I won't be out in that though. I'll be here because I have a roof over my head. But unfortunately, there's actually people that will be trying to endure the cold temperatures that are going to be out there this evening. When I've been in our men's ministry, I've had the opportunity to go out and feed the homeless. And I've had a chance to talk to them, to interact with them, and to understand some of the difficulties they have living out there. And to be honest, it's a lot of harsh stuff they deal with, not only just the cold, but just the way society treats them. I believe as a Christian, homelessness can actually be ended rather than just managed the way a government and society currently does. Now, in this presentation, I'm going to discuss some ways that homelessness can occur for people. I'm going to talk about how homelessness has been, or how government and society has failed in trying to solve the problem for homelessness. And I'm also going to discuss and talk about some ways that I feel that are genuine solutions that can bring an end to this crisis. Now, according to the U.S. Conference of Mayors, they compiled statistics on various reasons that cause homelessness. One of the most predominant reasons was because of affordability. With the ever-increasing cost of real estate, home rentals, apartment rentals continually going up and up, and in most cities, incomes don't go up to reflect that. So because of the increasing gap between mortgages and hourly wages, people just can't afford homes, and sometimes they wind up on the streets. Now, and a couple of other issues that have created problems that cause people to cause homelessness is mental illness and substance abuse. People that have to deal with both of those issues, sometimes it can cause problems in the workplace where it jeopardizes their jobs, sometimes as a result of a loss of job, which results in loss of an income, which results in the loss of a home or loss of paying rent or having a place to stay. Now, some of the failures that we've had in dealing with the homelessness, I think, begins with like the perception of the homelessness. According to publicagenda.org, when they polled people to ask them how they felt about homeless people, over half of them said they would not want to see homeless people in parks or in public areas such as rec places. And in addition to that, they also said they'd rather not see them in areas of commerce, such as grocery stores or shopping malls and that stuff. They'd rather have homeless people out of sight and out of mind, so to speak. And that's not a genuine way of looking at these people. And I feel that also part of that contributes to the crimes against homelessness. According to National Coalition for the Homelessness, there's a tremendous amount of crime against homeless people, and it's probably because of the views that people have of them, kind of like a less than citizen or a second-class citizens. In addition, on top of that, some law enforcement agencies actually try to ticket the homeless people for vagrancy, trying to sleep in public places, sleeping in parks, and that's doing nothing to solve the problem for homelessness. Now, some genuine solutions that I feel that can end homelessness, one being is a program that's called Housing First. According to the Boston Globe, Housing First is a program that started in the Boston area, and this program is much like the title of the program says. They believe in housing first, getting people off the streets into shelters and in homes, and then once they've done that, then they want to address the issues that cause the homelessness, whether it's work or substance abuse or other social issues. But with getting them inside into homes, usually that creates a better environment for solving those problems. Secondly, I think as Christians, we all have voices that we can use to be advocates for homeless people. I think we can help be the voice of public opinion that gives a better light to the situation. And also I think that we can sway lawmakers, policymakers, to actually put forth policies that help end homelessness rather than treating them as criminals. And fourth, sometimes I think our actions actually speak louder than words. If we use the resources that God's given us, whether it's our time or money, we can put those to work with ministries out there that are trying to actually help homeless people and get them off the streets. Now, in conclusion, I've talked about how some homelessness can occur for people, some of the ways that our society has failed in solving the problem, and some solutions that I feel that can genuinely end homelessness. I feel as a Christian that it's our duty, if we believe in what Scripture says and we're living this life, that we can actually end homelessness. In the parable of the Good Samaritan, at the end of it, when Jesus was talking, he asked the expert of the law, who was the good neighbor to the Samaritan? And the response was, it was the one that showed mercy. And Jesus said, yes, go forth and do the same. Thank you.